So recently, I've been getting a lot of comments on my YouTube and Instagram videos saying that I should make a video on my graphic settings, my interface preferences, and my audio settings. And to avoid the constant repeating questions that I get all the time, I'm finally going to decide to make this video. It's going to be short and sweet. I'm just going to run you guys through all my settings. So let's get into it. Alright, so first up, my interface preferences. Interface presets are custom. My scoring, off. Grenade indicator on. Teammate outline is on. Teammate name is off. Threat indicator off. Hit indicator off. Reload indicator off. Health on. Weapon panel on. Compass is on. Notifications off. But that's like that's one of those personal preferences ones, you know. If you want to see for example, like 5v4, 3v3, 1v1, like stuff like that popping up on the top middle of your screen, you can have that on. That's perfectly fine. Crosshair is on. Hit confirmation is off. Buff/debuff is on. Area of effect is on. And PC chat is off. PC chat and scoring, once again, personal preferences. If you don't want the eye candy popping up on your screen, you can go ahead and turn those off, of which I have. Alright, so next up, audio. Spoken language is English, obviously, because I speak English, if you haven't figured that out already. Subtitles, English. Do not have subtitles on. I figure that's more eye candy. It's distracting. Prefer not to have it on. My overall volume is at 56. Some people might find that too high or too low, but for me it's a nice median range. That's once again personal preference on how loud or soft you want your game to be. Music off. Music's annoying. Dialogue volume 28. I haven't really messed around with this. I just leave it where it is because I don't care too much. My dynamic range is hi-fi. My voice chat volume is 90. Once again, personal preference if you want to hear your teammates more. Mute on unfocused. Yes, if you alt-tab, you do not want to hear your game while you're alt-tabbed. That is just super annoying. I'm on push-to-talk, and my record level is 75, and the threshold is 35. On the display, my monitor is a BenQ XL2411Z. It's a nice 24-inch 144Hz monitor. My resolution is 1920 by 1080. Display mode is full screen. I play on 144Hz and on 16:9 aspect ratio. I have messed around with 16:10, 4:3, but ultimately I've always gone back to 16:9. It's my favorite. Play with VSync off. If you want more frames, you can play with VSync on, but it makes your game look bad, so I do not. And my field of view is 90. I've seen people play on 83, but personally I don't really like that. 90 just seems like the best for Siege. I also forgot one more thing. The brightness, 65. This is also personal preference, but 65 I found to be not too bright, but not too dark. 60, it's not quite there for me, so I prefer to leave it at 65. On to graphics. My texture quality, I play with everything on low. Everything on low or off, besides LOD quality. This I put on ultra. It just seems it's nicer than everything being on low. It gives the game a little more texture than just pixels, if you know what I mean. Anti-aliasing. I have this on TAA 9090. It gives you more frames at the cost of a little texture detail and quality, but the difference is quite significant. I recommend you try it like this. It took me a little bit to get used to because I thought the game looked like trash with it on. But after a little bit, you know, I ended up getting used to it, and I can't even notice the difference anymore. So I highly recommend you try it. Zoom in depth of field is off, and lens effect is off. Zoom in depth of field, basically, when you're aiming in with any type of scope, the zeroing of that scope, the center, will be like clear. Like you can see clearly, but on the outsides of your scope, like radiating outwards, it will start to get blurry to like imitate the effect of you like squinting an eye when you're looking through the scope. So definitely have that off if you want to see what's going on around you. Finally, onto controls. Raw input for the mouse and keyboard is on. I'm not quite sure what it does exactly. It says it right there, improves reactivity, but I think it does more than that. But I'm not quite sure. Mouse look conversion? No. People do this because they're weirdos, alright? That's all I gotta say. My sensitivity. This is the most asked question. It is 8883. I play on 400 DPI. So 8 horizontal, 8 vertical, 83 aim down sights, and 400 dots per inch. That is my sensitivity. It will not change. Mouse scroll enabled. This is just for weapon switching, and it might be the menu. I'm not sure. But I do have it enabled. But if you want to turn it off because you hit your scroll on accident, it can mess you up. I've done it before personally, where I'm in a gunfight and I accidentally hit my mouse scroll wheel and I switch weapons. Gadget deployment is on advanced. Advanced is definitely the way to go, because standard, it's just the way to go. Trust me. Like I don't even want to explain it. Just put it on advanced, please. Drone deployment, definitely advanced. You do not want to throw a drone down and instantly go on your camera and have somebody peek you. You want to throw that and wait a few seconds and then go on your camera. Alright? Drone deployment on advanced. Aim, hold, lean on toggle. Definitely a must. Your sprint on hold. Like, okay, so sprint and crouch and prone, those are all personal preference on whether you want toggle or hold, but personally for me, this is just my opinion. I prefer it like this. Sprint on hold, crouch on toggle, and prone on toggle. My walk is on hold. That's just like, you know, your slow walk, your alt walk, or whatever keybind you have it set to. Alright. Finally, onto my keybinds. Scoreboard. Tab. My ping is Z. Vote interface is 7. All chat is T. Team chat is Y. And push to talk is V. These don't matter to me because I usually have chat off, so it's whatever. Those can be literally anything. Character controls. Obviously on WASD for all your movement. Forward, backwards, left, and right. My leans. This is also a question I get asked. Not sure why, because your leans should always be on Q and E. Nothing else. People, you put it on C and V and use their thumb. That just seems like a lot of work for no reason. So, definitely Q and E. Sprint and fast rappel and ladder descent is shift. Navigate is spacebar. That's your vaulting and your like starting to rappel. Crouch and rappel stance is C. My prone's on control. My slow walk is on alt. Obviously shoot and aim are on left and right click. Reload on R. Interact with F. Melee attack. So this one I have on a mouse button. It's on mouse button 4. It's on the left side of my mouse. I press it with my thumb because I'm too bothered to do it with my left hand. Secondary gadget is G. So that's your grenades, your smokes, your flashbangs, your C4s, your barbed wire. Observation tools is 5. It's for getting on your drones, your cameras. Deploy drone is 6. These two are default, I'm pretty sure. Select weapons, 1 and 2, first and secondary. Switch firing mode. I have this on L. It is a awkward keybind. I need to change this one, but I'm not quite sure what I should change it to, so I've just left it on L for now. And my weapon swap is period. I never use weapon swap. That's why it's on period. So for my observation tool controls, I use W, A, S, and D to move around the drone, obviously. You're not going to change it for your drone. Jump, spacebar, shoot, left click for your Twitch drones, and enemy scan for X. Cycle left, Q, and cycle right is E. And the group cycles are 1 and 3. And the exit is middle mouse or 5. So this next part is just going to be me going over each and every operator for their attachments, because I constantly get questioned on what attachments I used and what skins I wear. So this next part is just going to be quick little pop-ups of each operator and their attachments. I will put the time keys in the description so you can skip around and go to the operators that you want to see. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope this cleared some things up about my attachments, my settings, my sensitivity, just so you guys don't have to keep asking these questions. You can just refer back to this video. I really appreciate if you guys like this. Click the notification bell and hit subscribe. That would mean the world to me. Alright, see you guys in the next one.